Alright, bookworms and constant readers, welcome back to Final Girl Horror. I am Chelsea. Today I'm going to be recording a bunch of videos. I have a spring book haul to get to, Stephen King book to get to, and movie reviews to get to. So a lot is coming to the channel. In this video we are going to talk about my spring 2025 book haul. This is always like the biggest one of the year because my local library has their book sale. Also, my birthday is in May, but I usually never get anything for my birthday. I did get a couple books this year. So yeah, let's get into it. This is everything that I purchased or was gifted to me over the spring. I got a lot of Tom Clancy, a lot of Star Wars. So yeah, let's get into it. So I haven't started this series on the channel yet. I'm trying to get all the books. This is one of the I think it's the longest Star Wars story. It's not considered canon anymore because Disney took over and wiped out all that, but it is still considered by Star Wars fans one of the greatest Star Wars stories ever told, and that is the New Jedi Order. I don't know what number of books these are, but I got Force Heretic, Remnant. These covers are great, by the way. And then I also got Destiny's Way. This series has, I believe, 19 or 20 books to it. And I only have, I think, like 3 or 4 more to go. And then I can start reading it. I also got some more Tom Clancy. I got Dead or Alive. And then I also got The Teeth of the Tiger. This is one from my local library sale. It looks brand new. Another Tom Clancy, Locked On. Like, this looks like it's never been read before. It was like $1. And I also got True Faith and Allegiance. I believe this is one of the novels that isn't written by Tom Clancy. It came out after he died. It's written actually by Mark, I think his last name is pronounced Greenlee. And he, I believe he does the Gray Man series. I'm finally catching up on the new Star Wars canon. So I got Crimson Climb. And I also got Mace Windu, The Glass Abyss. I also got, this is part of the new storyline that's going on, the High Republic. I think they're wrapping that up this year and moving on to something else. This one is Defy the Storm. And I forget how many books are in this High Republic series, but there's a lot of them. They've been doing the High Republic story for, I think, 2 years now. And then I also got Claudia Gray. She's written a bunch of these new Star Wars novels. The High Republic, Into the Light. I have been wanting to read this author for a while. I got this for 50 cents at my local library book sale. If you're a Quentin Tarantino fan, This is Quentin Tarantino's favorite writer. If you watch the show Justified, that is an Elmore Leonard story. And this one is Be Cool. Got another Tom Clancy Jack Ryan novel. It's another Mark Greedy, Command Authority. This one does have a little wear and tear on it, but it was only $1, so you can't beat that. And then Against All Enemies by Tom Clancy. And the only Tom Clancy I'm really interested in are the Jack Ryan and the Jack Ryan Jr. stories. I'm not really interested in the other ones that he's done, like Ghost Recon and I think it's Net Force. I love the Division video game, so I would like to read the Division novels. And we got another Mark Greeny, Tom Clancy, Full Force in Effect. And then some more of the Star Wars Legends, the New Jedi Order, Refugee. Here we have an older novel. I've always wanted to read this. For the summer book haul, I got part 1. This is actually a 2-part story. This is part 2. This is Herman Wouk's War and Remembrance. The first one is The Winds of War. It takes you from the beginning of World War II all the way to the end of World War II. This is a book I already have, but I've always wanted the original cover. The one I got is for The Terrible Movie with John Travolta. I just love this classic cover, and it was 50 cents. It looks like it may have been read once, and that is Battlefield Earth by L. Ron Hubbard. This is back when publishers cared about book covers. They are so much better. This one I got because Brian Lee Durfee praises these books. They sound really cool. This is Wilbur Smith's Golden Lion. It's part of his Courtney series. And I believe there's like 20 or more books in that series. This one, it's like a no-brainer if you watch this channel. Stephen King's my favorite author. This came out around my birthday. I actually got this for my birthday. Stephen King's Never Flinch, his new novel. This one, I have I think it's the 50th anniversary hardback. I don't want to read that and get it torn up. This is one of my all-time favorite classics. So I got the Penguin Classic. And it is John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath. I love these Penguin Classics. They all have this classic look. They look great on a shelf. And I got another Wilbur Smith Birds of Prey, part of the Courtney series. And then if you watch the Star Wars shows, this is one of the shows that was canceled, but they're continuing it in book form. and it is The Acolyte Wayseeker. A lot of Star Wars fans are pissed that this show was canned by Disney. A lot of Star Wars fans hate Disney. Alright, the next three are by the same author. And my trans viewers are going to hate this. I really don't care. Harry Potter is like one of the greatest stories ever told, if you ask me. I love those books. I read them when they first came out. I've reread them numerous times. And I recently learned, and this is kind of funny because she's such a transphobe, but J.K. Rowling writes under a pen name, Robert Galbraith. And I've heard a lot of good things about these books. So at my library sale, these were like 75 cents a book. I picked up the three that they had. I got Cuckoo's Calling, and I got The Silkworm, and I got Troubled Blood. Alright, some more paperbacks. Another of the Jedi Order, The Final Prophecy. Again, these covers from like the 90s back. It's really like when publishers cared about what the book looked like. Now you get stuff like this. Tom Clancy's Under Fire. And this one is written by Grant Blackwood. Or this one, another Mark Greaney, Tom Clancy Threat Vector. Just boring ass covers. And I believe this is the last of the paperbacks. The New Jedi Order Reunion. Again, beautiful cover. And then you look at a more modern book, and this is another Tom Clancy, Mark Greaney, Support and Defend. Just boring. Alright, this one I was really excited about. I got this also for my birthday. I have wanted a collection of this author's stories for a while. And my wife actually found this, I think, on eBay. It's out of print, so you're going to have to find it used. And this one is never been read. It came wrapped in the original plastic and everything. And this is the leather-bound Barnes & Noble H.G. Wells 7 novels. I have a bunch of these Barnes & Noble leather-bound books. I love them. I love the way they look. I love the way they feel. This one has The Time Machine, The Island of Dr. Moreau, The Invisible Man, The War of the Worlds, The First Men in the Moon, The Fool of the Gods, and In the Days of the Comet. It's got foil pages. It's got the, like all these have, it's got the ribbon bookmark. Just a really cool copy. And then some more Star Wars canon. This is going to be a trilogy. This is by Alexander Freed, who's wrote some of the new canon for Star Wars. And this is Reign of the Empire, The Mask of Fear. It's got a very cool cover. Alright, down to the last two. These were both $1. Again, from my local library's book sale. This is Tom Clancy, written by Mike Madden. Enemy Contact, a Jack Ryan Jr. novel. And then we have Tom Clancy by Mark Cameron, and this is a Jack Ryan novel, Oath of Office. Again, these library books look like they have never been read. That is all I have for you on my spring book haul. It was a pretty big one. Usually they're not this big. And like I've always told you, viewers, look for like yard sales, thrift stores. If your local library has a book sale, you don't always have to pay full price for a book. All of these books, well, not all of them, but most of these books you saw today were from my local library. All of the hardbacks were $1. The bigger trade paperbacks, they were like 75 cents. And the paperbacks were 50 cents. If you've read any of these books, comment below what you thought. Like this video, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Trying to grow the channel. We actually have 70 subscribers, so we are getting close to 100. Hit the bell so you know when new videos come out. I do movie reviews, book reviews. The movie reviews are tied to a book that I'm reading, so that's why movie reviews are on this channel. And they'll probably be on this channel for a couple of years, because there's 1,001 movies that I'm watching that are a part of this book. Also that I'm reading, 1,001 movies you must see before you die. That's all I have for you in this video. Till next time, read more books.